What's going on, everyone? It's time for another film review today. Well, last time I talked about Scream, so today we're going to talk about Scream 2. It was released by Dimension Films December 12th, 1997. It's produced by Kathy Conrad and Marianne Madalena, and it was written by Kevin Williamson and directed by Wes Craven. Now, Wes Craven's obviously a legend, but if for some reason you don't know who he is, well, he did Scream. He's going to do Scream 3 and Scream 4. He also did Nightmare on Elm Street, New Nightmare, The Last House on the Left, and The Hills Have Eyes. This had a box office earnings of over $172.4 million. It was another big success. And so Scream 2 actually, to give it a little synopsis, I guess, of it, is we're back with Sidney Prescott, and she's there's a copycat killer around when she's in college, going around killing people and some of her friends and things like that. And her, Gail Weathers, and Dewey all have to try to solve who's actually the copycat killer and try to figure out who's actually going around killing people as Ghostface this time around. All right, so basically, Scream 2 is almost pretty much the same as Scream 1. It's still not as meta, but it still has its meta moments in it that are always good and good callbacks and things like that. This one actually has a really good red herring setup. There's a lot of good red herrings in it, and they don't quickly just make you think this the killer and kill them off or anything. Like, they play it out where it's like, okay, it could be this person, this person, this person, this person, and then they slowly start picking them off, and then you narrow it down, and then there's still a twist squished in there too. It's pretty well structured. The acting is really good. I think this Scream 1 and 2 has the best acting for the Scream films. I think, especially in Scream 2, most of them really, like Courtney Cox, really honed in her character in this one, and really embodied her character in this one, and they all look gorgeous in this film. So yeah, a lot of good ones. The kills and stuff are a little more brutal in some scenes and stuff, a little more goryish and stuff. Not as bad as the first one, not as gory and dark as the first one, but they kind of made it a little more tame, but it still had some of the brutality of the first film in it, and that was always good. And the cool part with the sequel is they introduced the Stab movie, which is a movie based on the first movie that's reenacting it, but then as it's basically the same killer and the same concept, and yeah, so people get killed for that. And then at the premiere of that movie, and as the new one goes on, people are thinking it's like a copycat killer of that one. Sort of plays on the fact that people nowadays assume movies and stuff are influencing killers and stuff, which, yeah, that's one element, but usually it's because the society's terrible, governments are useless, and that the world is shit anyways. Yeah, and just cause people to go mad. But ignoring that fact, this one also plays on those tropes and what people say in media, and that I really like that aspect of this. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this film. It's good. Found a lot of good red herrings. It's a little way more drama than I was expecting, but it all works well and has a good flow. It's almost 2 hours long, so get ready for a little trek. And yeah, but yeah, it was pretty fun. The only thing is, I wish there was a few more kills in there to make it a little more juicy and enjoyable. But for the most part, Scream 2 is a pretty worthy follow-up. I enjoyed it about the same as almost as much as I like the original. The original one, I think I gave it a 4.5, and this one I'm going to give a 4 to, because yeah, it was a little. There is a lot of padded parts in it, and I wanted more kills. But other than that, this film is definitely a worthy follow-up. It's well acted. Obviously, the technology might be a little dated now, but who cares? It's still a fun movie and a worthy sequel. So yeah. So I'm going to give Scream 2 a 4 out of 5. Yeah, if you like this, then yeah. If you like the first one, you're obviously going to like the second one. So yeah, but yeah. So, but if you want to check this out and see what I'm talking about. If you've never seen it before, if you want to relive it, I'll link the trailer down below so you can check it out. And then, yeah, it's for streaming somewhere, but I can't remember where off the top of my head right now. So, but yeah, so you can check that out. Also, link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films and review in the future. All my stories are the film title hashtag, subgenre film and hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my letterbox is down below at Therapy Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. So follow me on the yeah. Fuck. So yeah, follow me on those. Yeah, follow me on Instagram where I post video clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I usually have the film hashtag and subgenre film and hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my letterbox is down below at reviews underscore at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films. I know I just said all that, but I'm making sure.